Oh my gosh, what is butternut squash? In watching our video today, you will be able to name one health benefit of butternut squash and describe how to prepare the butternut squash. As you will see a demonstration of 3 different methods to get to the meat of the butternut squash before you add it to your recipes. First, let's review some of the important health benefits of butternut squash. You have vitamin A, which helps keep our eyes and teeth healthy, in addition to our bones and other tissues. And you can see these images here that help you to remember that vitamin A helps our eyes and our teeth not look like that. Vitamin C is in butternut squash, and this helps the growth of our body and our immune system. So you see the Hulk over here with his body growing to help you remember that vitamin C helps growth. And then vitamin E helps get rid of the bad stuff in our body to keep us from getting sick, like strengthening our immune system. So you see the security guard over here who would get rid of anything causing trouble. Now, let's see 3 different methods for preparing butternut squash. You will see the peel it method, the microwave it method, and the throw it method. First, we will demonstrate the throw it method. If you have kids nearby, you might want to call them over because this is really fun to do as a family.
Hi everyone, I'm Ariane and this is my helper Avery, and we're going to show you how to open a butternut squash if you don't have a peeler or a knife. What you'll need is butternut squash. We have a Ziploc bag. You can also use a trash bag. This is just going to go over your butternut squash for when you throw it so that it doesn't get messy. So we're going to use a Ziploc bag. We're going to place the butternut squash in the bag. We're going to throw it to open it. You want to be my counter? Okay.
When you pick up your butternut squash, it'll split in half and you can see the seeds inside. Enjoy! Now it's time to see the peel it method. Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about how to peel the butternut squash. The things you'll need today are the sharpest knife that you have, a spoon, and a peeler if you happen to have one. If you don't have a peeler, you can use the knife to peel as well. After your butternut squash is clean, like the way we practice in our class, then you have 3 choices. So one, we can start peeling it just as it is. One would be poke some holes in it, put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes so that the tough skin softens. It'll be easier to slice, especially if your knife isn't very sharp. But you can also boil some water in a pot. Once it's boiling, put the squash in there for 5 minutes and that will soften it up as well. If you do use the heat up processes, make sure to use pot holders and keep yourself safe. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is slice off the top of the butternut squash and then the bottom and then cut it at the base. This is what you'll want to use your sharp knife for. It's pretty tough, so you might need to put some muscle into it. So I got my top off. Let's get the bottom. Then the next part, I'm going to slice right at the base, and this will just make it easier for when I go to peel it. It can be tough, so make sure you're safe. Not something for kids to try. So now we have our 2 base. We have my short fat base and my tall, skinny piece of the
To
butternut
peel
squash.
the butternut squash, you can see that there's kind of three layers. There's the skin on the outside that's like a light brown, and then like a lighter yellow rim, and then the orange. And the orange is what we want to eat. So when we go to peel, we want to make sure we peel down.
I'm at a lower table than a counter. This is more of like a kitchen table, so it's easier for my angle to lay it down. Now you'll notice when I first peel the skin away, you'll see that it's still light yellow. You see that? So I'm going to just keep going until I get to the orange. Like that. Once I have that peeled all the way around, it'll look similar to this. This still has a little bit of yellow in it, so I might want to clean that up.
Once you are done peeling, you can take this base part and cut it in half. And this is when you can invite the kids to come help scoop all the insides out.
Once your items are peeled and ready to go, then you can follow a recipe, see our handouts in our website for different recipe ideas to use the butternut squash and what to do next. Thank you.
Lastly, we will demonstrate and explain the microwave it method.
Hello everyone! So today we will be learning the microwave method in order to prepare a butternut squash. So first off, if there's a sticker on it, I like to take that off first and just peel it right off and set it aside. Then we need to make sure that we're washing the butternut squash. So I'm just going to run it under the water and wash it around for about 30 seconds. Okay, so once you've washed your butternut squash, I like to get some paper towel and just dab it off in order to get the excess water. Just simply wipe it off. And for the microwave method, in order to let some of the moisture out, it's very important that you're cutting holes into the butternut squash. I will be using today a knife just to put some slits in there, but you are able to use a fork or any other sharp object just so that you're making enough slits around the butternut squash to allow the moisture to be released whenever it's getting heated up. So I like to put a decent amount of slits in mine just to make sure really letting out the moisture. Especially with bigger ones, it's always good to just put a few extra in there. Okay, so you can see here that I've just put some slits in there, just around the butternut squash in each area in order to allow it to exit, the moisture to exit from all sides. So now I'm just simply going to set mine on a plate, like this, and I'm going to put it into the microwave for 11 minutes. Okay, so after the 10 to 11 minutes has been up, you're going to bring your squash back onto your cutting board, and from this step it's very simple. All you're going to do is just simply cut your squash in half. So after it's been in the microwave, it should be fairly easy to just glide your knife right through. And cut it in half. Ooh, careful, it should be hot. So as you can see, it's gonna look like that. And at this point, you're going to be able to scoop out the seeds before preparation. So all you have to do is very, very simple. You're just going to scoop out the seeds and the inner area. And you can put that on a plate and hold it off to the sides. You can also roast the seeds and flavor them. And that's something fun to do too. and then there you have it. After that, you are able to cut the squash, peel it out, scoop it out, however you choose to prepare it, but that is the microwave method.
As you can see, anyone can enjoy butternut squash. If you don't have sharp knives or a peeler, you can use the throwing method. If you do, you can peel the skin right off. You can also microwave it so that it's easier to cut. Make sure to refer to the Cleaning and Safety and Storage handout before preparing the butternut squash. We want you to keep your family safe. Also, include your children in the preparation if you can. Lastly, refer to the handout with the yummy recipes for butternut squash, like macaroni and cheese, casseroles, and even roasted seeds. There's many more on the internet, so enjoy your yummy, healthy butternut squash. Thank you.